jobs are.
Right.
And I'm asking Elder Larry Henry, I'm not looking at him. You know I was going to say this either. To assist him in what, and I know he's willing to do it. You know, I wouldn't even ask him if he wasn't willing to do it.
Right.
I don't even know what he might need, but a second assistant for him. Am I making sense?
Amen.
So when somebody's absent, you don't just fall through. Who's going to do this?
Right, right.
No, we need. There was something else. I didn't write it all down, but we have a treasurer. We have a treasurer and we have an assistant treasurer. And I know you're holding two spots there, but you're only the treasurer for the mission department. So Elder Valerie Breckville is the national treasurer. And so we don't have an assistant for her. And I don't know that we need one because we have two people that can sign checks for it like that. So I just made some appointments that you didn't hear. You got it? But I know you know, we've already discussed it.
I'm really upset.
Yeah, terribly upset. I think this is all I need. Was there anything else I was supposed to do? I know I was supposed to
talk about the summit and the.
Pardon me?
The summit and.
Oh, yes, I knew this. I thought it was something.
Thank you.
We talked to. I wanted to just say how that came about. I've been thinking for several months where we would have the summit and if we had any invitations for the summit. But none came to my ears at least. And it just came to my spirit that we perhaps should embrace Pastor F.C.B and his group. Mm-hmm. And so we asked him, and he's very amenable to having the summit in Denver, Colorado next July.
Oh, amen.
So we're going to work on that and strive to have it. And the second thing is, you know, there are people, I heard someone, I guess it was that Pastor Pearson, said he'd like to have the Fellowship of Christian Believers come to Albuquerque at some future date. But the Lord has given us a mandate for Portland for now. And I was sharing, but he would like to go somewhere else too, but I was sharing him, the Lord told us about 2 years ago that we praise and worship him in this city for 4 years. He would turn the city upside down. Mm-hmm. Now that was a prophetic utterance that he gave us in 2013. So we're in our second year. So that's why I said we need to come back here in 2017. Yeah. I don't know what God's going to do, but I know that if he said he would turn the city upside down, that's what he's going to do. And I want to be here to see it.
Amen.
Somebody to see it. You know?
Amen.
And so it's important that we do what is in our heart to do for God, where he says do it. You know, in the early 1900s, Spokane, Washington used to have what they call healing rooms. I don't know if anybody's aware of that. You are, Brother Larry. Used to have healing rooms. Mm-hmm. And people were getting saved by the hundreds and by the thousands. Wow. In the early 1900s. And they still have a few of them in Spokane. However, Portland also had a revival where they had to shut things down. When I say shut things down, I'm talking about the stock market, everything, because of the revival that was in Portland. This is in the early 1900s, like 1909. And the apostolic faith, yes, was established during that time. Apostolic faith that's on 5th, 2nd, and Duke. However, they're not quite the apostolic that we are. We feel like they're in 8th grade and we're in 12th, but anyhow. Don't tell them like that. But if God, not if God, when God says something, then you need to work with him, because it's like the scripture says in Chronicles, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, I'll hear from heaven and heal the land. If. So there's a preposition there. If. So it sounds to me like if you don't, then I won't.
Yes.
Amen.
Right.
And so he told us, if we praise and magnify him in Portland, Oregon, for the 4 years, two of which have already passed, almost, not quite. He says, I will turn the city upside down. So I want as much prayer and praise to go forth in this city that's never gone forth before. And I want God to do, I don't want it to be our fault that he didn't do what he proposed to do.
Right.
Because when he proposes to do something, it's contingent on our response to what he has offered.
Right.
And if we don't accept the offer, then we don't get the response. So we want the response. And wasn't last night a blast?
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Bishop Smith was anointed, but he's always anointed. Because that's all he does. Preaches and prays and sings God and lives for the Lord. And, so he has to stay where it was great. But do you know that we can have people who do the same thing? Boy, there's no respect to a person.
That's right.
So if we do what God told us to do, then revival's breaking out. One other thing he told me, that we were going to have our church, we're not talking about Grace Covenant, we're talking about our church at large. He was sending a healing revival.
Amen.
He was sending a healing revival. And one of the things that I testified about yesterday, when we had our Pentecost service, to me, the revival started.
Amen. Pentecost.
We had asked Pastor Henry to come and preach for us that Sunday morning, and he never did get to preach because the Lord started stretching legs out.
Wow.
Lifting the legs of people, healing folks that had diseases that they had had for 10 years? Bladder problems.
Wow.
Folks were getting healed by the dozens. So when God says he's going to do something, you don't know who he's going to do it. Wouldn't you like for him to do it through you?
Amen.
But you've got to, we used to sing a song,
You got to move.
I'm going to live so God can use me anytime, anywhere. I'm going to live. So that's what you have to do. Start living so God can use you anytime, anywhere. All right, that's all I wanted to, the places and the appointments, that's what I wanted to make. God bless you. Thank you for being here, and I'll turn you back to Bishop Butch.